My name is Jerry, and I'm interested in relocating to New Braunfels, and I was hoping I could call you during my lunch hour today. Believe it or not, that small text right there from Jerry led to today's eye-opening video that will leave you with a huge reality check at the end of this video. In fact, if you're considering booking a flight to come visit New Braunfels to consider moving here, you might want to wait until after this video is finished because you may be priced out and locked out of our housing market here. If you're new to my channel here, thanks so much for hopping on. Just hit that subscribe button because we're putting out new videos about what it's like to live in New Braunfels every single week. Jerry's text is the tipping point of the New Braunfels housing market. They're on the fast track to move here. They have to be here by October or November of this year. They're pre-approved for under $300,000, and bam, a resale or pre-existing home hits the market for under $300,000 in New Braunfels. They're out of state, so we set up a virtual tour. This one was priced right, so we had to move fast. We submitted an offer for full asking price plus contingencies because that's what they could do. It was not enough, which is the story of 2021. We got beat by a cash offer with no contingencies. So we regrouped and we shifted our focus to new construction homes under $300,000 in New Braunfels. And sometimes new construction is the way to go for buyers because, simply put, you just don't have to get into a bidding war. One community they liked was sold out. There was one house left, one house under $300,000 in another community in New Braunfels. New construction. It met their criteria as far as the house, but they didn't like the subdivision, so they passed on it.
It was one home out of so many of them that were out there. Just one. That was it. We had one to choose from.
And that was the point, that moment in time that we realized that the days of purchasing a new construction house in New Braunfels under $300,000 were long gone.
Under 300 was definitely not possible unless you were, like I said, when it comes to resale, you have to be ready to get into some sort of bidding war and really fight for the home that you want and have the means to actually back it up. Yeah, we love it over there. we wish it could have stayed in New Braunfels, but it just didn't happen for us, not this time.
Are they long gone, those days under $300,000 new construction in New Braunfels, for good? We'll get to that in just a second. But for right now, there is nothing in New Braunfels new construction for under $300,000. Now, pre-sale or pre-existing homes, absolutely, those homes are still in play. In fact, I did a video about affordable homes in New Braunfels, pre-sale, pre-existing homes. That video, so you can get a good look of what those homes look like, that video is in the description below. Man, if we can just jump into a time machine, if Jerry and his wife would have called a year, 2 years ago, getting into a home for under $300,000 here in New Braunfels, new construction, beautiful home with options, with features, would have been very possible. Just listen to what our local builders are saying.
I mean, even just last year, 2020, let's say summer and fall of last year, I could get someone into a 1,700 square foot New Braunfels home for around $230,000, $240,000.
That's crazy. And then today?
So today, it's going to be at least like $320,000 or above.
Caitlin is spot on. The median price of a home in New Braunfels has gone up 21% since last year at this time. That's a $66,000 increase in 1 year. So if you purchased a home here in New Braunfels in 2020 or 2019, new construction, you are swimming in equity. But if you plan on purchasing a home here in New Braunfels, new construction later this year, maybe the end of the year or beginning of 2022, maybe the prices will come down. I'll cover that in just a second. Remember that community that one house was still left for Jerry and his wife under $300,000, but they didn't like the subdivision, so they passed on it? Well, that is the only community left that you can buy a new construction house today for under $300,000. But, and a big caveat here, that community is not an a la carte community, which means that what the builder builds, you get. No options, no features. What they build, you get. I know that some of you are holding your breath. You're hoping that prices come down under $300,000 for new construction by the end of the year. And I run into you some guys. I ran into one of you at the grocery store last week. I asked you how you're doing. You said, great, we're renting right now. I said, when do you plan on purchasing? You said, we're gonna wait till the prices come down. Guys, this is industry-wide. Right now, we have more homes under construction than we do actual workers. So we have a shortage of workers right now. And when you have that, naturally, you're gonna have a shortage of home materials too. And when you have that, you have what we call 2021, consistent price increases. The message really couldn't be any more clear from local builders across the board here in New Braunfels. You just heard from one of them a minute ago. Here's a different builder about what they have. Do they have anything under $300,000 in new construction in New Braunfels?
We have nothing right now. Literally all our New Braunfels communities start at their base prices start above 300. So even if you went down and dirty on a lot, just went standard features, everything, you're still going to be over 300K.
Wow. Okay, so anyone looking for anything under 300 is really pretty much priced out right at this point.
Yes, pretty much. I mean, unless they go, I mean, they're just going to have to go to a different area. It's not going to be New Braunfels, new construction.
So let's kind of look into the future. What is 2022 looking like? Is there maybe a tiny chance that prices on new construction homes come down?
I hope, things don't increase as fast, but I just don't see prices going down, if that's what you're asking.
That's what we're asking. That's the $1 million question. You just heard the $1 million answer. Listen, no doubt about it. The pandemic did a number on the housing market here in New Braunfels and across the country. A shortage of workers, shortage of supplies, 15 million people moving since March 2020. Naturally, the prices are going to increase. This year has been an eye-opener for me because of stories like Jerry's family. Families who really wanted to move here for a number of reasons, but just couldn't keep up with the price increases in our new build communities, which is understandable. But it doesn't make delivering this information, this news to you any easier. But you guys know me by now. I shoot straight with you. Okay, I'm going to give you information you're not going to find on Google or Realtor.com because I want you to be in the know so you can make the most important decision of your life. So if you're looking for new construction in New Braunfels under $300,000, you're just priced out. You are locked out of the New Braunfels housing market. But if you are above that $300,000 threshold, I'd love to have that conversation with you. If you're considering still moving to New Braunfels, you can email me, you can call me, or you can shoot me a text. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one.